Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. We are in Dominaria United Standard Best of 1 Mythic rank with Mono Blue Tempo, Academy Lore Master, Haughty Djinn, Scorn. We have a ton of new cards in the build to showcase. And as far as how the deck is performing in the meta, take a hike, Mono Black. Get absolutely out of here. Matching up very well against a lot of other top decks as well, which is good to see. In today's video, we will break down the deck list, talk about the strategies, the synergies, showcase this within our ranked gameplay footage, wrap up with our final thoughts, and of course, our pack opening. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the videos. That really does help support the channel as a whole. Let's take a look at the deck. All right, here we are, Mono Blue Tempo, Best of 1 standard, 1.9 average mana value with only 20 lands. You're gonna call me crazy, but it's okay, right? Very light curve, 1 mana, 2 mana, 3 mana, we're good. And then what's cooler than actually securing those 3 lands is getting the 4th. And then, you know, now at this point, you're just drawing interaction. I don't want to draw any more lands, right? I just want to be able to cast 2 spells a turn when my opponent is trying to do the same and we're interacting at a positive fashion through this function. Of course, the deck, as I've learned now, revolves around Academy Lore Master. This was just supposed to be, you know, kind of a sprinkle on the side, but it really does help support the archetype as a whole. And I think in the second variant, more on that as we wrap up in today's video, we might focus more on this. For 2 mana, it's a 2/3, and at the beginning of each player's draw step, that player may draw an additional card if they do spells cast for an additional 2 this turn. This is fantastic, right? So we can build a deck that is, you know, instant speed centric. All of our interaction can be saved for our opponent's turn. This will allow us to tax ourselves, but we get that second draw, which is really, really cool, right? And then, you know, drawing those lands that we'll need, as we have so few of them. We will be drawing the counter magic, which we'll need every single turn. And, you know, just some general filler or value along the way, as well as some creatures for that tempo damage as well. So the Lore Master is real good. Loving this card. Of course, your deck is, you know, engineered so everything is instant speed. Your opponents will not be, right? So they're either not benefiting from a double draw or they're being taxed if they want it, right? And then because their whole deck isn't instant speed, that tax really does hurt them and can swing matches in your favor quite heavily. The Haughty Djinn for 3 mana, its power is equal to the number of instant and sorcery cards in our graveyard. We're filling it every time we counter a spell, every time, you know, a draw spell, an interaction spell, right? And then instant and sorcery spells will cast for 1 less, which is incredible. You know, our 2 drops to 1, our 3 drops to 2. We absolutely love this, right? And then, you know, this is just a late game creature. Don't rush to get it out. Sure, it is nice. But wait until, you know, you got 5, 6 instant sorceries in your graveyard. The mana to protect the Djinn once it's entered play, and then you can, you know, just kind of really push out the match from there quite easily. Aside from that, you know, nothing really new in the deck, just these couple new cards, other than the Etrios Sorn for 3 mana instant speed. Will cast for 1 less if an opponent has cast 2 or more spells this turn to counter target spell. You know, counter any spell for 2 is very, very good. You know, this can be potentially played for 1 if we have the Djinn out and they've cast the second spell, which is, you know, counter any spell for 1. Are you serious, right? That is a counter spell, baby. Holy Toledo's. But then aside from that, you know, just kind of trying to deal with the meta as best we can. And Syncopate has been one of my favorite cards to do that. Instant speed for 1 plus X counter target spell unless its controller pays X. That spell that is countered this way will go to exile instead. So, you know, the underdog, just get out of here. I don't want to see you be played over and over again. And, you know, that goes for a lot of the spells right now that have graveyard recursion. They're out there, right? This is also reduced through Haughty. Keep that in mind, that you can have X be reducted here. So, you know, you can base cast it for a little bit more than you typically would, which is quite nice, right? Spell Pierce, you know, this is basically here just to protect the Lore Master as we get it in play. Counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 2. We have the Fading Hope to protect some of our baddies if there's removal that we can't counter. But more so to open up our attack lanes to ensure that we can do consistent tempo damage. Instant speed for 1, return target creature to its owner's hand if its mana value was 3 or less, scry 1. And then talking about, you know, some of that tempo damage, this is a good example. The Delver of Secrets and the Insectile Apparition. 1/1 at the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card. If it's an instant or sorcery, transform it, right? Now, if we can get that really quickly, we are off on a good start. And, you know, that's where having so few lands in the deck does come into play as well. And then the 3/2 with flying is just going to deal damage, deal damage, deal damage while you're countering their spells, opening up the attack lanes, stuff like this, right? With that being said, there's a lot more counter magic here. We have 2 copies of Negate, counter target non-creature spell, instant speed, or make disappear for 2 as well at instant speed. Casualty for 1, which we typically don't want to do unless it's inherently worse to let the spell go through than to lose a creature. Counter target spell, unless its controller pays 2, that casualty again will copy it, so they'll have to pay 4, which is pretty good, but we don't really like to lose our creatures if we don't have to. And then more tempo through the Spectral Adversary. A, this does quite a bit of damage, and B, it can open up your attack lanes. It can save your creatures from removal, which is really quite nice. It can even help save you from their attack damage. 2/1, flash flying when it enters play, pay 2 any number of times, then phase out that many artifacts, creatures, and or enchantments, which is pretty cool, right? So we do get to phase out quite a few things, typically saving our creatures from removal, opening up our attack lanes by phasing their creatures out, as well as protecting our life total. It's quite nice because when we phase out on our turn, it remains phased out on their turn, right? So we can kind of protect our life total and open up our attack lanes. It's a 2-for-1, which is quite nice. Consider, you know, value base, instant speed for 1, look at the top card of your library, put that card into your graveyard, then draw a card. A, this goes into your grave. B, you get to put another card into your grave. And then C, you draw. So this is very good for the Haughty Djinn, you know, as we're trying to push those instants and sorceries into the grave to increase its power. Easy breezy. Search for discovery for 3, instant speed, draw 3, discard 2 unless you discard a land. This is really just going to help us fly through our library quite nicely, especially if we can get that spell reduction off. And again, you know, ensuring that we have the lands throughout the game to play, which is quite nice. You know, discarding 2, not bad for the Djinn. Discarding a land, very good value just as a draw spell there, right? We have a Soaring City, you know, just the lottery ticket, disruption, you know, again, same thing, you know, protecting something of yours or opening up an attack lane, which is really nice. So that's the deck, and it is performing really nicely. You know, the mana curve on this it's beautiful. It's perfect. Look at this. It's a perfect ladder or set of steps, if you will. Like that helps. And that's where all the power is, in the steps, baby. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help support. We're going to tear into the gameplay footage and then tear into this pack. Let's play some Magic. Okay, going first. It's gonna be a big help. We need the 3rd land, so we can hold up Spell Pierce on the Lore Master for protection. Or we just say, go for it. They could take a double draw. They choose to. Do they instant speed it on my turn? It will be untapped. It costs 2 more to cast now, so it's not any removal. 0 mana removal. Whoa! Throw a land. I do draw. I do draw. No land either. Uh-oh. That's really bad. Oh, bro, no. Okay, we get lucky. It's not removal. How did we not pick up a land there? What a life to live. Got some counter spells. This is just a nice clean negate. I like the low mana of Spell Pierce if, you know, I can't seem to pull land. We have a good defender here as well. Wow, are you serious? Oh, thank the Lord. We finally do find a land. Attacks. Hey, some counter magic here. Body Jin late game. I mean, if that's their whole turn. I will Pierce and Spectral. Alright, let's get a 2-for-1 in on their turn. That's going to set us up with some tempo for an attack every turn. Ba-ba-da-boop-boop! Please. Finding the land. Let me start smashing. The time for defense is over. For the time offense has begun. That 5th land is hot. Maybe we can sneak the Jin in soon. Probably not till 6. Okay. I'm not going to counter anything. I'm just going to keep this. Yeah. Same thing. I mean, I'll counter a Wandering Emperor, right? We can do that. That is no problem. I don't really enjoy that. Maybe we should have let them have it. Block. Prone to removal. And the reason I say maybe we should have let them have it is because then we could have kept tempo in our favor. It looks like we still do with just a wedding announcement and the curtains. No problem here. Right, we would have held counter magic. We would have held creature. This is totally okay. They're tapped out, which is very good for us. Play land. And we hit for 2. All of our spells, other than a couple creatures, are instant speed or with flash. I mean, yeah, I guess, right? Grabbing something. Could have phased it out. That's pretty weird, though. At the end of the day, if they don't deal with the field state, we're hitting with an advantage for sure. The Spectral Adversary, I guess, is the best pick. Or not. Right, it's a creature that applies a lot of pressure that's available to play this turn. They're not taxed. Yeah, I mean, that card's not Mythic for no reason. The Weatherlight's pretty good. I'm just going to Thirst here. With our last 3 mana. Refresh the hand. Ba-ba-da-boop. Oh, wow. Yeah, the land can go. It's fine. We're always going to pull more, aren't we? Land out. Pass turn, we'll throw out one of the Djinns. mean, there's no way we need 3. We could probably throw out a Lore Master as well. It's just the consistency to get one of them active. And then, you know, second's nice if the first gets somehow dealt with. Mono Blue is pretty complex deck to play typically. You know, take your time, think through the lines. Care about this. Force them to pay 2. Let's hold up, make disappear in case there's a second spell here. If not, it's a thirst again. I mean, they hit for quite a bit. Another 1/1, and then these transform, and that's pretty good. Start the 2 Delvers, right? I'm going to decline. Play the Djinn. Maybe should have done this last turn. We have counter magic, we have protection. And it should provide us with lethal next turn. Right? Make disappears are down to 1. Feels alright. Let's end turn. See if we can close it out. That's okay. They draw a second card. They're taxed, which is always good. They don't want to be taxed. So if they're playing main phase, that means 16 life. We have pretty good interaction here. Okay, hopefully they dump all their mana into this. The perfect Fading Hope target. They could do it twice. How do you not do it, right? Like, that's like... Yeah, baby. Let's go for it, dude. This is the one. Look how big this hit is. They're just stopping right now to make sure they've got their recording. You know, I'll definitely have to, you know, grab a file of this. This is like their new late night video they'll watch to fall asleep. Remember that time I beat HGG? Something happened. Really thinking it through. They go in once. They go in twice, baby. Let's see this brave attack. Bounce Intrepid. Oof. Oof. Okay. We're gonna smash with our finisher, right? You don't have to play the Djinn too early. I know it's like really tempting, but it doesn't have flash is the thing. So really, you know, make sure to wait until you can protect it a couple different ways, right? Until you get that out and just finish the game that way. Okay, our opponent goes first. Normally I would throw this, but the Considers can keep us alive. Nice land too. Double check that it's instant speed. There's one of them is not instant speed. So we're filling. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Third land, probably keep. We're filling the graveyard with instant and sorcery spells. All right, Syncopate's up for 1. I'm trying for -1. I mean, I'm not going to discard 2. I'll just give you 1. The land off the top here has been crazy. don't mind. We can Thirst and then bounce next turn. Might regret that. Pass turn. Make sure that says enters the battlefield and not casts. Right, if it was cast, then we would have bounced on our end step or their upkeep. But it's enters the battlefield, so we can wait until it's on the stack. We can afford 2 damage. Okay, we're going to syncopate this for 1. Then consider. Land into hands. Never a bad thing, honestly. 4 spectrals. Really cool, dude. And for 1, look out, we're coming for you. Shuffler's fine. We need our 6 mana. And a counterspell back. We can phase this thing out as well. Hopefully hit Lily for lethal. We should have phased out the announcement and they wouldn't have even made the token. My bad. A little slow on that. Nice, we get the reveal. There was a little bit of a non-min max there. It was very mediocre. Yeah, I mean, that can enter. I'll phase it out. They get the draw, whatever. Yeah, lose your draw engine. They don't want to lose their draw engine. And that sets us up perfectly. Still upset they got that free token and the draw. Ugh. 2 mana. I have 2 of them. I was gonna press cancel there. We're in it now, boys. And I actually maybe should have just played 1 and played this other one with Flash too. With 4 spectrals, it's fine. Right? We still hit for lethal here. They don't get the draw. Feels good. I mean, I believe we have lethal. They could have a cut down. No, good. Game, Joseph. Going first with a couple of our favorite cards in hand. I'll reveal it. Just let him know I drew up this island I'm about to play. It's fun. We could have declined, kept that information to ourselves, but sometimes it's fun to share. Right? Hey, cool card. We have to bounce it now, sadly, because it taps for mana. I don't know if I need this this fourth land. I might regret that. Huh. Land can't hurt. Doesn't transform us, but I don't want to regret not having it. I'm gonna regret revealing it to them there, though. It was habit from last time. Living on the edge here. Living on the edge. Right? They think we're like, oh, they can't cast Soaring City. It's worn out. Okay, I'll decline it here. Still might want to save that, though. Literally nothing else going for us this match, so try to gin in. Drawing is good. Don't really want to bounce that. I'm going to just attack through it, keep Fading Hope in hand. Come on, big money, big money, big money. Perfect card. Well, now I want to bounce it. After just saying that, I don't want to bounce that card. Let's bounce it. Right? Because now the Aberration can attack too. Good damage. Just 12. Be a long shot. Can we protect ourselves after this? You can have it. It's yours. It's yours, sir! You can have the draw. That's yours too. Go for it. Go for it, dude. Oh, I fucking hate this land. Good hit. Down to 6. Woo! Try to cast a really big spell even though you see my counter. Yes! I mean... Another land. Flawless victory. That's what happens when you draw land every turn. You win games. Why not play... Well, actually, no, we could bounce it, I guess. But you have 2 flyers. Why not play both of them? An interesting life. Uh-oh. We might be in trouble. Guaranteed we brick, right? Kept a 1 lander. Uh-oh. Don't ruin my Delver. I kept his hand. All for that, dude. Leave him alone. Okay, interesting. Get the land. That is also interesting. They won't block this, but we can't block them, so, you know. Here's the thing. Do I just Spectral in and block them surprise-like? I think that's our play. 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 Oh. That's too good to let enter. That's too good. He comes back from the grave, so the exile on that squeeze is like chef's kiss, but ooh, aggro deck, right? I'm scared. Land, actually, how did you say it? Maybe it's the way. I think they have 4 damage. Four cards in hand. Do you think they can deal 4 damage? They might. Rending Flame, anyone? Okay. Can't block either. Big damage, down to 10. Mercy. It's an additional blocker. Then, we get for 2? That sounds terrible. We're not supposed to be defending. That's a good spell, Doogie. Nice. I think that's game. Fortunately, the wrong spell, not enough mana. Ay, ay. Still can't block. Oh no, it's less than. So we can, but we're still basically dead. So, I guess it doesn't matter. I like the other way a little bit more. And without the 4th land, we can't phase it out. So that's kind of a sad part of what's about to happen. We do play to keep it daytime. We can block. No, I don't think, because we declare blockers after this damage goes out. Nice, dude. Rule aggro, top 100. You love to see it. Volatile Arsonist. Killing our secrets so we can't block. Damn. Alright, they hit for 4. Dan Cash, 1808. Taking it old school, baby. Straight from the 1800s with Cruel Aggro. Going first with really as much land as we've seen all last game. Hopefully they're not an aggro-deck.com. Ooh! Got ourselves a walk-off. Start attacking. Go ahead. Doesn't directly influence me, so, you know, take your... I'm not tapping out so they can play on, you know, I'm not gonna tap on my turn. No, you go! That's kind of the motto here. We'll test my luck with a little consider, though. Consider it. Fourthland.com. Not that bad, actually. Let's attack first. See what comes of it. We might get burned here, or it sets the pace for the rest of the game. I would love to have, like, 2 Spell Pierces in hand. That would be a lot better. But let's see how it pans out with a bounce on our end step. I guess. Cool, 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 cool. Definitely not a bad play. Liliana coming up. Buster. Bad. Two. Try this again. Their turn. They draw. Okay. They draw again. They're taxed by 2, which is ideal. They already have a full hand and a draw engine in play. They choose not to. 5th land in play. Not great. Not great. I will consider, only for the fact we have Fading Hope, if they try to be cheeky here. The 5th land. Oh, it can't hurt. Gonna decline. Or do we go for another draw? We have 2 mana. I'm gonna go for another draw. Negate, nice. Don't mind if I do, Hugh. Let's hit for 4. Turn, very cool. Take your draw, that's okay. Just leave me alone. Leave me alone, dude. Yes! Good to go. 6 land in play is a lot, but I mean, negate is a hard counter. Scorn is a hard counter, which we can use both of. I mean, I could just replay it. The cheapest way to deal with it. I like it. Mono blue tempo is for real right now, honestly. A lot of really good feeling interaction. Right, because we can quote unquote kick this again. End turn or end step, I guess, or if they are trying to interact with the lore master after that, right? We do have that ability again to use. It's very, very nice. And then we're actually also now withholding the counter magic in our hand, which is like super oppressive as these turns start to roll out. All right, our opponent's gonna go first. And is there? It exists. They're mono blue, so maybe they're really slow. Can't deal with us in any way, shape, or form. Hey, we can, you know, hope for it, right? That's totally fine. Nah. I'm not gonna let you flip that, bro. Oh, what a dirty doggy doos. I regret that instantly. And if they flip, oh, you don't do it. Okay, I thought they were gonna do it. This is really good for them. Not a card you want to use in a mirror match, I don't think. Oh, are you kidding me? This has gone from bad to unbelievably so. Yes, we need interaction, dude. Oh. This is brutal. They're just gonna build this Vandal up to the sky on my own Lore Master. And there's another one! Yes, 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 yes. Oh my gosh. Stop it, dude. That's not funny. Fading Hope. More helpful than I can ever explain. These non-creature counters might not be as helpful as we want. Just more interaction. Just more interaction. Let's pass turnover. Consider all you want. I'm going to toss the Lore Master. Definitely. Don't you? If that flips and now they've got 3 in-air attackers, I'm gonna cry. Vandals go up. I might just Spectral in on the big one, and then at least it's in play. Oh, Lord. I can't believe the matchmaker did this to us. You played yourself, son. Can we maneuver? I honestly don't know. I wish we had Swirling Mist in the deck right now. I'm at 2-4. Oh, wow. $13. They have a Fading Hope as well. They want to pop off, I guess. They can't. They're taxed, so they're not playing anything. I do not want you, lands. Where's my other thirsts? We Fading Hope. Our Spectral. No, we don't have enough. We would need 7. Or even 6, I guess, right? 5. You get 1 with 5, but it's the same as the Fading Hope. I was kind of hoping for more interaction off the top. We have such a good hand, but these damn Vandals. So they're taxed. I guess we just Fading Hope, the one with the combat strategy or whatever. Hopefully they try to counter this. We can start exchanging. No, and that is our best hope. It's not a fading hope, but it's gonna be as close as we get here. No blocks. I gotta start dealing some damage or something, right? Because we're just taking it anyways. We should have attacked last turn. Oof. I was worried about that Delver flipping though, right? Like, only deleters. Oh my lord with this land. They're untapped. Maybe we shouldn't have drawn more. I'm trying to find more Fading Hopes. Get the damage. Like it. Gotta, like, really pick up the pace here, Billy. They must just vandal in, right? Okay. I'm not casting on my turn. Leave me alone. No, you go. Don't even think about it, bro. Delver of Never Transform. We'll draw. Here's the tax. So they're just doing this song and dance again. Land. We pray there's no counter magic, no interaction. We pray. Okay, so we can go 2, 3, block this other Vandal, right? Phase out their Fairy, their Delver, and kill the Vandal. Hmm. I mean, I guess that's the same thing, right? Let's keep it going here. I'm gonna hate all of this, though. What? I think we still trade there, don't we? Only way we're gonna get through this. Can't cast anything. Just draw for 0. Right? Ninjutsu! Oh, lord! Nice! Zerp. Get around the casting cost, right? Fine. Here is our last ditch effort. Being greedy with the attacks, we might get burned there. Probably do. We were burned from the very start. Let's be honest, though. Those freaking Fairy Vandals, bro. What a bad match. I mean, it's not currently attacking, nor is it currently dealing with my field status. Nor is that. I mean, they have good field too. This is the Vandal that fucks us up. Because now we have to block it with the Djinn. Right? That's not good. It's hard to counter into that hand though, right? Oh, you would. They can pay too. They can't pay 3 though. It could just counter it. We get the spell reduction from the Djinn. That's why we're able to actually get 1 extra mana in there, X equals. With 3 mana, so typically only X equals 2, but because of this, X equals 3, we get the counter. We can confirmed potentially block. If I were them, I'd force it. Too bad. Hopefully our Delver flips and we get a really good spell. I don't know what that spell would be. Not that one. Yeah, we're definitely drawing here. Yikes. Down to the wire. I mean, this was still a fun match of Magic, though. As bad of a matchup as it was. Literally feeding their Delver and feeding them cards. You get it. It's yours. It's my turn. I can't tap out. I'm taxed. Sometimes you get got, baby. That slip out the back is fairly tasty, too. Did they take the tax, or were recasting? They're recasted, maybe. No tax. A couple tricks up our sleeve here. I guess before they both connive, let's get a counter spell out, right? And then they're casting their second only on 1, not 2 of them. Oops, me. We don't get anything. Good game. Counter this for fun. That's about all we can do, though. Take knife and just smash through, baby. The Ledger Shredder, definitely an option for this build. The Fairy Vandal, an option as well. Dang. I guess I kind of underestimated that. We only use 2 Lore Masters, so it's kind of not what the main build is around. It's just kind of there for some sauce. But we had it out so early, and then they had their Vandals out so early. So, I mean, just goes to show you how nice of a synergy that could be. You know what I mean? If you're playing some Lore Masters with the Vandals. And I think maybe, you know, there's a world in which we can crank the Lore Masters in this deck up to 4, and let's bring in some Vandals, right? Maybe even dropping this little Delver of Secrets, which in theory should be fantastic, but isn't, because just like sits on the ground a lot of the time. It's hard. Hard life to live. I guess we're just casting out our mana now. I mean, they had lethal, but they were conniving when they didn't need to, I don't think. Right, I mean, they had that lethal through the attackers anyways. So, take the damage, bro. Good game. Fantastic match. Holy Toledo's mono blue positioned possibly better than it has been in recent memory of Arena. Mono blue tempo was great in Ravnica years ago now. Rest in peace, Tormander. We won't forget you. Vandal doing very well. Lore Master doing, you know, heavy lifting. And I think, you know, there's probably some wiggle room with the amount of value counter magic we have that would allow us to sneak those other cards into play, right? Maybe 4 Spectrals is a little heavy. Maybe we could go down to 3. Maybe 3 Fading Hopes would be enough as well. The Considers, the Discoveries, like, you know, we could probably easily drop these down a little bit to make room for the Vandals, maybe even for another Lore Master. I don't even know if we need more Lore Masters, but I do think the Vandals would be amazing. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. We're going to tear into this pack now. I'm thinking it's a Wandering Emperor. Maybe even 2 of them, right? And if we open it upside down for good luck, right, that'll help. That will help. And then just definitely throw that into the abyss. What is this? I don't even know what art this is, but I absolutely love it. Like, what card is this? Ever Faithful? Dude, it's a card that I don't know of. This has got to be some serious limited fodder, right? Like, this barely exists to me. Like, not even in my reality. We do get a dual land holographic right on top. You know, it's not as cool as an alt art, but we'll allow it. And then we'll rip through the rest of these here. Bang. The Furmaster. Not bad. Surge. That is worth keeping. Very good card. Decoy. Song Shaper. Centipede. LOL. The Boar. Rabbit Battery. That's worth keeping. Reckoner Raid, I don't care. Nganja's Uprising, Ambitious Assault. Ooh, hold up, hold the phone. Settle down, what is this? It is a list card. Deny Reality, I know, right? Why aren't you Wandering Emperor? Why won't you focus? For 5, Sorcery Speed, with Cascade, return target permanent to its owner's hand. You could be instant speed, could you not? That's pretty cool, though. I love the art. Look at that freaking guy going nuts, tearing up those trees. Wow. Decent pack. Could be better. Definitely could be worse. You know, the battery, the surge. Those are pretty cool. Nganjo's Uprising. Something that we might see played a little bit more as we progress. And then, of course, that art card there as well. So not a bad pack volume-wise, but I think it definitely could have been better. Hashtag Wandering Emperor, where are you? Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help support myself as a creator and the channel as a whole. Have a magical day. And yeah, we'll catch you soon in the next.